Hey guys, Zach here with Mountain Dog Companion, hanging out with one of our Bernese Mountain Dog litters, and we also have Angie here with us today. Going to kind of talk about these puppies, talk about the parents. We're also going to talk about the puppy pre-training program that these puppies are currently going through. And yeah, I mean, this litter is absolutely phenomenal, guys. We have four males in this litter. So if anyone's looking for a male, I mean, this would be a litter to get on. They're right around 2 weeks old. So, I mean, going to be kind of in that June time frame, take home. So yeah, 8 weeks, they'll be ready to go home. And I mean, just phenomenal parents, guys. Like, super excited about this combination. We have Trisha, which is the mom, and Monty, which is the dad. So they're both from European countries. Monty is directly imported from a European country, so I think that's always so cool that we have those imported bloodlines, European bloodlines. And he's around 120 pounds, so he's around 120 pounds, has a big, blocky, basically a square head on him. I love his face, love his short, thick, stocky muzzle on him. And then Trisha is around 100 pounds to 110 pounds, so very nice size for a female Bernese. And she's kind of got the shorter and stockier look to her, shorter legs, a little bit of that compact look to her. So we're expecting these pups to be very nice size. I mean, when you have a combination of parents at 100 to 110 pounds with dad at 120, you're gonna have a big, blocky style look to these pups here. And you guys can kind of see already. I mean, we're at 2 weeks old here. Got to wake this little guy up here, but I mean, look at this muzzle already at 2 weeks. Just nice, thick, kind of that blocky style. Angie, if you want to hold up one, you're welcome to as well. So kind of just showing you guys the pups here. I think Angie might have a little bit of a smaller one, like compared to these other three. But I mean, this is a great litter here, guys. 4 males, and yeah, gonna have that short and stocky look. Angie's gonna grab the other male there, so you guys can kind of see the blocky head and yeah, blocky muzzle there. So kind of, again, like I said, expecting them to be that short and stocky build. And yeah, I mean, couldn't be more excited about these guys here and this combination of parents. And we also have kind of the puppy pre-training program that each puppy goes through at Mountain Dog Companion. So we're going to kind of talk about that. Again, 2 weeks old, Angie. So I see you got a little tin there.
I do, but I pulled out day 16. Today's day 14.
Today's 14. Well, if you want to get 14,
I have to get the different scent. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's all right. But you can even kind of show them that box there.
Yeah. So these are all the scents that they get to enjoy. Today's scent actually is leather.
Leather. Nice.
Yeah. And then day 15 is chamomile. And then day 16 is oatmeal, just to kind of show you. There's rabbit fur, alpaca, fur, soil, just a variety of different scents. Apple, rubber, just waking up those little senses. So when you were holding them up, I saw that a couple of them have their eyes open. So generally, they open between 10 to 14 days. So we're sitting right there. I didn't see if they were all open, but I saw little
peeking open here.
They're just little slivers at this point. But they're going to widen up here. And that's one of my favorite stages. I have several favorites, but it's one of my favorites because I think at that point we have access, to, I call them the windows to their soul. Yep. So then we get to start getting to making eye contact. Obviously at this point the eyes are still developing. And then at this point too, the ears are starting to open up. They're usually still a little bit tight at this point. By week 3, that ear canal will be opened up, so there will be an actual cavity there, and then they will be able to hear sound. So it's always really neat when you enter the space and all of a sudden you see them startled, because that means that they hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's like the final, but the eyes are super exciting, but when the ears open up, that's kind of, that's also exciting, because that means now we're ready to start learning. And so, but we do start their learning curriculum and their learning adventure at day 3 of life. And so we start that by doing early neurological stimulation, which means that we hold them in 5 different ways, which we haven't had a young litter for a little bit, so I haven't got to show this. We hold them upright for 5 seconds. Hi, little love. and then down, and they never like this, but not doing so bad. Okay, I'll make it a short 5. I'll make it a short 5. I know. It's okay. Good job, good job. Yeah.
There he is.
There we go. On the back for 5. That's completely normal, by the way. Yeah, say I wouldn't want my head upside down either. But the whole point is changing the blood flow in the body. So while their puppies are still developing, they're born as neonates. That means that their final piece of development finishes outside the womb. Unlike primates, which are like horses and cows, you know, they're born with legs that work, eyes that are open, and ears that are open. Puppies are not that. They have to finish that development. So while they're continuing to develop, we're changing the blood flow, waking up their little brain, and there's proven, there's so many points, benefits to ENS, like lower stress, like resistances in life, slower heart rates, things like that. So it's really, it's a pleasure to be able to do that for them. Although it seemed a little stressful at the moment with the head down, but it's a very normal response. So, and then we, there's 4 and 5 step yet. We stimulate their paw pads, because you think about their eyes are still closed. So we're stimulating their paw pads because through touch, it's a different sensation. And then their little paws go into a cold rag or cold surface. And then we usually hold them back up to our little heart and then put them back in their little nest. So that's the ENS portion of it. But then they also get to sniff a scent of the day. So it's interesting, things are in 5, right? 5 seconds. They get to smell for 5 seconds. If they enjoy it, up to 30 seconds. See, there goes a little nose, a big sigh.
He's smelling it already.
Yeah, yeah, the nose starts to move around. Usually the head tilts out when this isn't so strong, the leather. But they generally lift their head, might fall asleep. He might like it, oh. Black tea's a fun one with them because when they're finished, it's pretty exaggerated. It's a head lift and up and out. There he goes. He's done. So I've been asked many times, is there a correlation to if they enjoy a certain scent or not later in life? No, there's not really. It's just the fact that we're working on when eyes and ears are closed, we're working on the sense, the olfactory sense. So at that point, those are the senses of the 5 senses that we have access to.
Yep. So we're stimulating the brain, getting the blood flow, stimulating through the sense, which is, again, the only part we can access right now.
Right.
So that's super cool, and he did great there. He did great.
Yeah, he did great. And so then approaching week 3, what they will start in week 3, the ear canal will be open at that point. Then we start our sound therapy, so they listen to fireworks and thunder, some of those sounds that are a little bit more startling in life. And the whole point of that is that we want to introduce them to those kind of things they'll experience later on before their fear stage starts, which actually starts at week 4. So along with that, they also get to have their first interaction with toys. So they're very small, soft toys that they will start to put in their mouths and play a little bit. And then they get to start their puppy massages. And one interesting tip for puppies that are developing is that when they're born, these little legs act like little seals. Like there's no strength back here.
Yeah.
So at about week 3, they're going to start looking like little wobbling sailors. Like they just start wobbling this way and this way and this way and this way. And eventually that leg strength will be there right by around 4 weeks.
Yep.
So then part of our curriculum later on in the weeks as they develop has some work with mobility and strength, making sure that they have elevations and things to get up on to get those little muscles built up. So it's Omega's all about enhancing the bloodlines that are in place and those genetic lines, and then molding and shaping them, at age-appropriate introductions.
Yep.
So just making sure everything's tender, soft, just that they have soft exposures so that they can flourish. So they really do well. Yeah. It's fun to watch them.
It is.
Today we were with an older litter that was closer to 8 weeks, and they came up and sat right in front of us, which was really, really impressive. So it's fun to be able to see them at this stage, like pretty much little pods, which is part of the first stage of our program, little puppy pods to being little sprouts or adventure seekers that sit and are ready to go on and experience life with their forever homes. So.
Yep, that's great. Yeah, we love to see that kind of develop from, I mean, basically day of birth all the way to 8 weeks. So this is something that we love to do, guys. Angie explained that perfectly, kind of giving those introductions, stimulating the brain, getting them ready for their life, at home, and this actually imprints them for later on down, basically throughout their whole life span. So
the investment, I usually say, the investment now pays back. We see the benefits at 8 weeks, like I explained, the sitting and those early commands that they've learned. But really, it pays back over the life of the dog. So
it does.
It's a passion, it's community, changing the way that we raise puppies.
Yep. And
I'm honored to be part of it, included. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's so much fun to see. At the end, I like to call them little superstars. So it's fun to see these little ones develop all the way through, and just guiding them, like school. You start in kindergarten, you start in first grade, second grade. Like, think of those teachers at the end of the year, knowing how far those students have come. Yeah, it's similar, only we're on like speed mode. Because we only have really 6 weeks. Yeah. Because the first 2, they're still developing like this. They're still developing. So we really have from week 3 to week 8 to really imprint them before it's time to go home.
Yep, that's right. And yeah, I mean, 8 weeks is not that much time, or 6 weeks isn't that much time, but it does, it does. Yep. Yeah. But this has been a great experience doing this for our puppies here at Mountain Dog Companion. I mean, couldn't be happier with the Omega Star Pup Academy. And then obviously, like Angie said, I mean, great litter, great bloodlines with these parents here. Couldn't be more excited about Trisha and Monty's puppies here, guys. So yeah, we just wanted to do like a litter reveal video. There is availability on this litter, so if anyone's looking for a male, I mean, cannot go wrong with this litter here, guys. Gonna kind of have that short and stocky look to them, big Bernese, European style. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in today. Just wanted to do a little update video of this litter, and we'll see you next time.